What up, guys? Alchemist, and I got something nice for y'all. So I told y'all in my old video, I think I did in my final wonder video, that I had another build in mind for Mechaniers Trick Sleeve that I thought was going to be very interesting. And boy, oh boy, did this build right here surprise me. You can take this in in-game content. Without a doubt, you can take this in in-game content. Oh my god. So first things first, if you don't know what Mechaniers Trick Sleeves do, what it does is, skip all this ish. I'm just going to summarize that ish. Basically, when you get red health and you swap to a sidearm, your sidearm get double the damage. Literally, if your sidearm doing 2,000 damage, now it's doing 4,000. Okay, that's the whole thing about this. But if your health goes up outside the red health, you keep Trick Sleeves perk on for 4 seconds. But if you keep getting the kill, it'll keep adding seconds to the timer, so you keep it on indefinitely once you win red health one time, as long as you keep getting kills. Okay, boom, bop, bing. Okay, the weapon we're using here that I know a lot of people don't forgot about, Trespasser. I don't think I ain't ornaments for it. Do I? Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, I look good, but I'm gonna stick to the blue. That look good though. That look good. Anywho, we're using Trespasser as I did. So what Trespasser do is final blows with Unrepentant, which is down here. Reloading after Unrepentant is reloading after defeating the target, causing the next burst to be longer and more powerful. So it goes from a 3-burst sidearm, which is it's a 3-burst sidearm. It goes from 3 bursts to 6 bursts. Unrepentant stays on for 10 seconds. The 6 bursts that you do with this sidearm is 200% more damage. Y'all heard it right, 200% more damage. And then you have Beat of Danger, with basically when you get final blows with Unrepentant super burst, it automatically reloads the weapon and provide Unrepentant again. So you don't have to worry about reloading once Unrepentant is on. You just keep killing enemies and they're gonna keep activating the perk non-stop, which goes perfect with our Mechaniers Trick Sleeve. You just gotta make sure that you have Unrepentant trigger while you're doing Mechaniers Trick Sleeve perk, because Trick Sleeve making that every time you get a kill while you have Trick Sleeve activated, automatically reload the weapon. So you gotta make sure Unrepentant's already activated so that it can keep the combo going together. Okay, it's an amazing combo. Okay, and then we got the Catalyst, which basically say reloading after you defeat a target, which it does work with Unrepentant. Unrepentant it counts as a reload perk. So after you kill an enemy, you will have increased target acquisition and aim down sight speed. Catalyst is not that important, but hey, we take everything we can get, right? They also have ricochet rounds, so we'll be bouncing off the wall while all the shots is doing. The damage that Trespasser does on a norm, I practice on Carl, you'll see the footage back in the background. The regular shots it does is 2,579. You sit there and you're like, nothing special, right? When you have Unrepentant on, the damage goes to 7,760. Now you're sitting there like, ooh, wait a minute. That's getting as close as Final Warning, where every shot you take you shoot at the head is 10,000 damage. It sounded kind of nice, and it shoot faster than Final Warning, of course, right? Without jumping through the hoops and charging up stuff. But you already sitting like, ooh, that sounded kind of nice. If you have Trick Sleeve on, like I said, Unrepentant increased the damage by 200%. Trick Sleeve double your damage by 100%. So just double the damage. So if I'm doing 7,760 this weapon, then I'm doing roughly 15,519 with this weapon. Every shot. So as long as you have Trick Sleeve activated, which you do, just get red health on purpose once, and then you keep Trick Sleeve activated non-stop, and you have Unrepentant activated, which you're gonna keep activating because every time you get a kill, it reprocs itself. Every shot you do with this weapon, headshot, gonna be 15,519. It's ridiculous. So that's the whole build for today. We're rocking Trick Sleeves with Trespasser. We put on Tenacious Tina. Y'all know we do over here, we say Tina. We put Tina on because Tina is a sidearm as well. So I don't have to ever worry about when I'm in red health which sidearm I pull out. Both of them are gonna get the 100% damage buff. So it makes Tina do the same damage as well. So we're rocking 2 sidearms. There's no heavy sidearm, sadly, as far as I know of. But we got exotic on anyway. If there's a heavy sidearm in the game, it'll be exotic anyway. So we're rocking dual petitioner for the long range fights in this low sector. But Tina gonna handle all the champions. But Tina's here for the overloads, and then Trespass for the barriers for this low sector, and then Tina also can handle unstoppables if that was here. But we got unstoppable for the linear as well. So every weapon in this build would deal with champions. This deal with barriers, this deal with overload, this deal with unstoppable, even though Tina can handle all of them. Our artifact, we're rocking unstoppable fusion rifle because we got a linear one. You got overload machine gun on for watchful eye in case you want to switch it up based on what activity you in. We got on piercing sidearms because we got sidearms in this build, deal with anti-barrier champions, well, barrier champions. In our second column, we got overclock and low. We will be amplified a lot, have bolt charge a lot, so this make Trespasser have more handling and reload speed. And then we got on Val Weave, so when we throw our tangles, we'll sever targets because we will be doing tangles in this build as well. Rocking Photonic Flare, so whenever we kill a severed target, it'll do an arc blinded explosion in the area. Trespasser will be doing that because we got 30 spike on to sever enemies. And we got on the fragment where precision shots do sever, so Trespasser will be doing that for us. We got Disruptor Spike on, so when we sever enemies, they got 52% damage reduction. We got on Dielectric, so when we do kill arc debust targets, we get a bolt charge, which we will be doing with the blinding from Photonic Flare. And from Joke, from our aspect, we got on Flashover, so our bolt charges give an amplify and do more damage. We got Horror Shuttle on because we'll be making threatlings with 2 to shreds, and them threatlings gonna be severing targets. And then we got 2 to shreds on. When we do sustained damage to severed targets, it unravels them, and then defeating a severed target create a Woven Mail hotspot for us to get some health in this build with Woven Mail and damage reduction with the Woven Mail. And then also this pours into the hole when we're doing damage to severed target, doing unraveling, and then while you're damaging unraveled targets, it makes threatlings. So it's a loop. And then we got Defibrillating Blast on, so when we stun a champion, we get max bolt charges, and our bolt charges now heal us and jolt targets, which will pour into the Dielectric, killing jolted targets. We're running Prismatic for this build, rocking Golden Gun, so that faster the purpose give us restoration. We're rocking Marksman Dodge, so we can always reload our Trespasser to proc the Unrepentant. We got on Threaded Spike, so we can sever the targets, kill the severed target, go with the artifact, give us a Woven Mail, hot spot for us to get Woven Mail and health. Rocking Arc Bolt Grenade, just cause, to be honest, there's no real reason why we're just rocking Arc Bolt Grenade, okay? Rocking Threaded Spectre, so whenever we pop Ascension, we'll put a clone in the area, enemies look at the clones. If the clone dies, you make threadlings, pour more into the artifact, threadlings, severing people. And then this gives us amplify, so we get more damage reduction, and the enemies can shoot, have worse at shooting at us and its joke targets. We got on Faster to Solitude, like I said, so that Trespasser, it can sever targets and then kill them, do a blind explosion, and that does unraveling whenever they sever. Damaging them, unravels them. We got Faster Protection on for the damage reduction. We got on Faster to Hope, so we get our amplify back, our ascension back very quickly. We got Faster Purple on for the restoration, like I said. We got Faster to Dawn on for Radiant whenever we do 30 spikes, so that will power up the Trespasser even more. I didn't throw that into our damage numbers, but y'all already know Radiant gives us 20% extra damage. And then I got Faster Up Awakening on purpose, so whenever we get all these kills with Trespasser on, we'll be getting Ionic Traces to pour into our ability cooldowns. And then also too, this will also make tangles for us with the thread, with the strand kills, which will do severing target when I throw the tangle at them, and then continue to combo loop with the severing, unraveling with the threatlings. For mobs, we're rocking Arc Siphon, so when our Trespasser get kills, we make Orbs of Light. Heavy Ammo Finder for our linear, because we don't barely run out of ammo for Tina because it just got a lot of ammo reserves on it. RP rocking Focusing Strike, so when we do 30 spike, it gives us class ability energy, so we can spam amplified even more with Ascension. We got Heavy Handed on, that make an aura for us pick up for restoration. Our resist mobs on our chest piece. We got on 2 arc weapon surges, power up Trespasser even more. Again, these are numbers I did not add into the damage for Trespasser. It's gonna be doing more than the 15,000 that I mentioned earlier, right? And then we got 1 recuperation on, so we pick up an orb, we get restoration and a chunk of health. And then our class item, we got Proximity Ward, Time Dilation, and Special Finisher, because sadly Ascension does not work with mods right now, and Bungie need to fix that. Seriously, they need to fix that. And our chest piece, you can definitely put on melee, the melee resistance, the, what is it called? What is it called? Yeah, melee damage resistance, since you will be close up with the Trespasser, so that'll help you with survivability even more. The whole gameplay loop is, which you will see in the Lost Sector run, is get in there. You are not, in hardened content, you are not purposely going red health, okay? That is not your thing, okay? You're not purposely trying to do that. But when you do go red health, that's when you go into third gear, okay? No Luffy. That's when you want to kick it into gear, and you want to purposely swap to Tina, then immediately swap back to Trespasser, or if you're already on Tina, swap to Trespasser. Doesn't matter. Both will trigger Trick Sleeve for you. You just gotta swap, okay? That's the moment you swap, Trick Sleeve activate, and then at that moment, you want to hurry up and kill enemies that are severed. Get precision shots or throw your threaded spike out there, kill them. It'll drop an orb. Threaded spike may drop an orb on the ground for you, or you killing enemies with Trespasser gonna drop an orb for you. Purposely kill them. Not only will the Wolven Mail hotspot come out there for you from To the Shreds, you also gonna have that orb of light to pick up, which gonna give you restoration, a chunk of health, and you gonna have Wolven Mail from the freaking To the Shreds. And then if you getting multiple kills with Trespasser, you're gonna be amplified as well. So you're gonna have Wolven Mail on, amplified on, and restoration, and you're gonna have Trick Sleeves on. And then you literally can just go in guns blazing, shooting Trespasser, and killing enemies non-stop with the damage buff from Art Weapon Surge and the Trick Sleeves on with Trespasser perk. You're just gonna be going crazy, okay? This is a great in-game build, unique build. I highly recommend you give it a shot. Again, I prefer Watchful Eye to get more bow charges in this build with Rolling Storm, but the Lost Sector I'm doing, I had to use Doom Petitioner. But yeah, you can swap between the two, and your heavy is basically a free slot. Anyway, love you guys. Let me know what y'all think of this build in the comment section down below. I had a fun ball making this build, very unique, and love using Trespasser for so long. Love you guys, appreciate you guys always, and until next time, stay up.